Before we start, what's your favourite exercise to do outdoors or at a calisthenics park? Comment below now. Hey everyone, Daniel Vadnal here for Fitness FAQs. I'm going to split this video into 4 sections and show progressions in each from easy to hard. The pulling exercises are going to target the back and arms. The pushing exercises are going to target the chest, shoulders and arms. The ab exercises are going to target the core muscles of the midsection as well as the upper legs. The arm exercises are going to show you how to isolate both the biceps and the triceps using just your body weight. Let's start things off with the basics, the bodyweight row. I want you to keep the body in a plank and you should stay tight through the legs, hips and also the stomach. You're going to want to pull up until the elbows meet your sides, and of course we always want to use a full range of motion with our elbows straight at the bottom. The horizontal row can be made harder by having no support at the feet. This one's called an L row. The goal here is to keep the hips level with the shoulders and pull until the elbows meet your sides. Those looking to get their first chin up or increase their reps should definitely use eccentrics. With these, you're going to jump to the top of the bar with the palms facing towards you. Lower down with a constant speed until the arms are straight. Every rep you're going to jump so the chin is above the bar. You're then going to lower down, taking about 8 seconds to reach the straight arm hang. I don't want you to be lazy and do just 1 rep and then rest. You've got to jump to the top and keep doing the eccentrics, genuinely challenging yourself every single set by going rep after rep after rep until fatigue. The full range of motion chin-up is the next step to increasing your pull strength. Chin-ups tend to be easier for most people because the biceps can assist more during this movement. As you get stronger, I want you moving on to the pull-up when you're ready. The hand width on the bar depends on your body type. I just want you choosing whatever feels most comfortable and the one that you feel most strong with. Make sure to pause at both the top and the bottom to get the most out of every single rep. If you've put in the time with your pulling exercises, the muscle up is going to be a realistic exercise for you to try. When you first start out, it's normal to use momentum to make the exercise easier. Over time, your mission is to keep the legs locked straight and use only upper body strength. Are you looking to make the muscle up even harder? Try rings. You're going to need to hold a false grip with the palms over the rings to make the transition possible. Ring muscle ups are a progression because of the instability. The rings are moving in multiple planes and you need to use more body control to make these happen. When you train at the park, use a similar speed and range of motion that I'm using so you can get the best possible results. Let's go ahead and challenge one arm at a time with the archer chin-up. When doing these, keep the assisting arm straight and try and use the working arm as much as you can. Force yourself to use full elbow flexion, a big squeeze of the bicep, and getting that chin as high as possible every single rep to really own this exercise. One of the hardest exercises that you can do before one arm chin-ups are eccentrics. Like the beginner progression on 2 arms, you're going to start at the top and then lower down to a hang, taking about 8 seconds. It's really all on you to keep yourself strict with a constant speed from the top down. Remember, full range of motion equals full range of motion strength. If you're finding it too hard with just one arm, you can always use finger assistance to manage the intensity. An absolute brutal exercise for building strong arms, back and grip strength is rope climbing. Using the legs for momentum is fine, especially when you're first starting out and you're still going to build strength with this technique. You can progress the rope climb by doing more rounds up and down in a single set. You can try and pull further with each rep, or you can use the legs less and less for momentum. I promise you're going to become an absolute beast by training with the rope. Your physique and strength is going to level up big time. We're going to keep things simple, basic and effective when it comes to abs using the hanging leg raise. The knee raise is the easiest variation with bent knees. For this one, I want you to get those knees compressed as close to the chest as you can every single rep. Couple this with a full breath out, a big squeeze of your hip flexors as well as your abs, and this one's really going to be a good, effective beginner ab exercise. For hanging leg raises, you're trying to get your toes to touch the bar every single rep, and similar to the hanging knee raise, if you do this one properly, you're really going to enjoy that burn in your abs and your hip flexors. I want to show you how to progress the push-up from easy to very difficult in this section. The parallel bar push-up is a great way to increase range of motion when it comes to this staple bodyweight exercise. Keep the body tight by tensing your stomach like you would in a plank. From here, let's set strict form standards. Those elbows have got to be locked at the top, and you're going to lower as deep as your body can handle every rep. Are regular horizontal push-ups getting too easy for you? Let's take a look at the tuck planche push-up. Form-wise for these, you're going to get the knees to the chest, heels to bum, and then you're going to do push-ups without using your legs. Once you've mastered this one, we'll move on to a harder overhead exercise, the pike push-up. With pike push-ups, keep the elbows tucked in by the sides, let the head drop deep between the hands, and I want you to push tall through the shoulders at the lockout. This one's really easy to cheat by rushing and cutting range of motion. I highly recommend that you film your set to make sure that it looks similar to mine. When the pike push-up gets too easy, do handstand push-ups. Of course, these can also be done with the chest or back against a wall if you can't hold a handstand. Don't stress because you're still going to get the benefits of improving overhead strength whether you use a wall or freestanding. I believe dips are an exercise everyone who's serious about getting stronger should be doing. The easiest variation you can do is the parallel bar dip. This is the most common variation and for good reason. It's comfortable and great for overloading the upper body. Another variation that you can try is the straight bar dip. This specific dip is great for those who want to strengthen the top range of motion for bar muscle ups. You're going to get increased lockout strength when training ring dips because you have to fully commit every single rep to get those arms straight. If you're looking to make ring dips even harder without adding any weight, try the archer dip. This is a unilateral focused dip, which is going to emphasize one side of the body at a time. It's pretty challenging because as you go through range, the rings are going to be swinging around and it's on you to stay focused, strong, and balanced during these. The final dip variation I'm going to leave you with is called the Korean dip. During your set, you're going to find it helpful to keep the hips close to the bar as well as arching the back because this is going to help with your balance by bringing your center of mass closer towards the bar. These dips are a fun variation because you're going to be improving shoulder mobility while you get stronger and also build muscle. I'm going to finish off this video by showing you how to grow bigger arms by body weight with just a straight bar. To hit the biceps, take a chin up grip on the bar and we're going to curl using our body weight for resistance. To properly do bodyweight bicep curls, you're going to lift the elbows to shoulder height as you flex or bend the arms. We want to get a full stretch and squeeze in the biceps. Just make sure that you're copying my form and your bis are going to be forced to grow. Tricep extensions are awesome when it comes to growing bigger triceps. You're really going to fall in love with how these feel and the results that you're going to get by doing them. For proper form, get the head between the hands at the bottom, tuck the elbows, and squeeze the arms hard every single rep at the lockout. The closer you have your hands fixed relative to the ground, the harder this one's going to get. Thanks for watching everyone. Click the subscribe button and turn on bell notifications if you're new here to Fitness FAQs so you never miss one of my new videos. Before you leave, if you're looking for bodyweight workouts you can do anywhere, anytime, without needing weights or equipment, download my programs at fitnessfaqs.com.